looking at the great candle burning in the flames. Stanley. Stanley the Twink, they call me. Stanley. I don't want to fight anymore, guys. I don't want to fight anymore. Well, you could always hire Stanley for parties and, well, I can give you a spirit reading. Yes, I could. Now you say to me, Stanley, listen, Stanley, I'm having trouble with my mother. And guess what, Stanley? Now listen, this is just a free sample, okay? The rest you have to pay for, okay? All right, the rest you have to pay for. But this is just a free sample. It's called like this. Well, listen, if you're having trouble with your mother, here's what you gotta do. You gotta grab the heaviest object, preferably a doll, okay? You get that doll, and then you wait for the right time, and then you smack her over the head with it. That's what you gotta do. No, Stanley, you can't do that. Come on. You can't tell him to do that. Next thing you know, we'll be on the news. Listen, we'll be on the news. Some YouTuber named Stanley the Twink is advocating people hit their mothers over the head with 20-pound Victorian dolls. I'm like, no, that's not what I'm trying to do. Okay. All right. Fucking hell. Fuck you all. Stanley the Twink. I'm really good at parties. I'm really good. Stanley. I don't even see. I don't give away who Stanley really is. But it's not really. It's not really. Again, it's not a 1-to-1. It's not a 1-to-1. So some of you already know who Stanley is, though. Like you know the sketch. You know the sketch. But Stanley is his own thing. Stanley is the shadow. Stanley is always the shadow. So what you guys want to talk about? Hello, my babies. What you doing tonight? What are my babies doing in the garden? What do you want to talk about? Stanley used to like to feed people to alligators. Oh my god. He did. I don't know. I think I'm gonna watch that. I think I'm gonna watch the Amazon series coming up. I think I have to. I know we've been over that before, but I want to. Yeah, I definitely want to watch that shit. You know, they're dangling the fruit. They're dangling the fruit in front of you. They're dangling that treat. You know, so you gotta watch it, right? You gotta watch it. Hello, Sarah. Herding cats. Hi, baby. I want to see her face too. Definitely want to see her face. Been hidden this whole goddamn time. Her face. Her and well, Bethany. I think I don't know, but Dylan for sure. Yeah, where's her face? Good. Hey, where's? I don't know. It's just like, well, you know, do people still get pissed off? You're like, oh, you're blaming the victims. You're blaming the victims. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, Dylan. I don't know. Dylan's not in there. Nope. Bethany's not in there. We get like this random cast of characters except Hunter. You know, out of all that, it's like watching the fake Beatles or something. You know what I mean? It's like, or no, it's like watching the fake. Look. It's like watching the fake Eagles, right? You only got one original band member there. Where are the originals? Think about that. Hey, Katie. Hey, you made it. Katie's in the house. And it's like watching. It's like going to a Eagles show, and it's like, oh, it's just only one original band member. Where are the rest of them? Yeah, where's Dylan? Where's Bethany? Oh, they can't talk because of the gag order. But how about these people? How are these people talking? Look, if these people were at the crime scene, right? They're at the crime scene. Don't you think they'd be part of the gag order as well? Especially Hunter, right? Don't you think he would be part of that gag order? No, I mean, I would think so. I mean, who gave these people the green light to say, yeah, you can do an Amazon series? Go ahead, no problem. Fuck, especially Hunter, who is actually supposed. These two are supposed. They're all at the scene of the crime. They all went into the house at some point. So how are they not? How are they not subject to the same fucking gag order? They were actually there, right? Fucking weird. Fucking weird. I got mods. Do I? Yeah, Bob. I would love to. Yeah, that's the thing. I want to see her personality, Bob. I agree. Thank you. I want to see her personality. What is she like when she's talking? What is her face like? What does she look like? What are her mannerisms? Right? I want to see that too. We get this right, Bob. We get this mental picture. We get this sketch in our head like, okay, this is how she must act, but we don't know except in like maybe snippets of video and some pictures, but that's all we're getting. Yeah, I want to see her live. What does she look like? How does she act? Exactly. We're not going to get any of that information. That it's fucking yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I definitely want to see her face for sure, and Bethany too. I want to see her face. It's not trying to be harsh. Look, it's not trying to be fucking nasty to, it's look, you gotta prove your case. You gotta prove your case. And they don't have one. you know? They really don't. Not the runes, baby. Oh, it's gotta be. Remember, four is the golden rule. Gotta have runes. Right? Right. Remember, don't make any deals with people named Kenneth Anger. Nope, don't do it. He'll mess your whole band up. Shit. He'll mess your entire band up. Yeah. Kenneth Anger. A real black magician, that guy. Holy shit. Yeah. Katie, that's what I want to see. I want to see her talk. You know what I mean? Like, well, I don't know. At first it was this and that, and I don't. Hey, where are we? Are we in a courtroom? Yeah, I want to see that shit. Hey guys, how are you? Hey, can I tell you about the Land Rover I saw that night? Oh, that was, I mean, beautiful Land Rover. That's the kind of shit I want to see. Like, hello, Earth? Are you on Earth? Hey, Dylan, are you on Earth? Where are you? Yeah, she get plead the fifth. Again, I don't know. But then you can't. Then anything. But see, if she pleads the fifth, then you have to throw out all of her shit because because they're using that against him. You know what I'm saying? They use that in the probable cause. That's the whole. She's a big piece of this. So if she pleads, she can say, "I'm not going to answer any questions." Well, guess what? Brian says, "Well, who's your witness against me, and who's testifying against me, and that kind of shit." I mean, I don't know. That would seriously weaken the state's case, in my opinion. Yeah. I mean, I guess she could do that, but no, she puts herself at the center of this whole entire thing. So no, she has to be there. Definitely. The same with Bethany. She has to be there. Can't get out. You can't get out of this. Nope. 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 But but again, Bob and you guys, well, you guys have been talking about this for a long time. Is that, well, yeah, they're not gonna they're doing everything to not show them. They're doing everything not to show their faces. You know, they're doing everything to shield them from this. And it's like, anyway. Um, so you know what? And here's what I go to with this, guys. Listen. Here's what I go to with this is when I think, and they want to make this Ted Bundy comparison, right? They keep trying to make the Mr. Ted, connection, right? And so it's like, well, look, if you're gonna make that connection, right? Well, you have to make this connection. Is the fact is those two women, those two girls down there in Florida, they were actually attacked. B, they never saw their attacker. And C, they showed up at the trial, like on camera. So think about that, and compare that to Dylan and the Hobbit and what they're doing in their actions, and they weren't even harmed. So yeah, so these idiots want to make compare, like, Nancy Grace. She wants to make this stupid Ted Bundy comparison. Get the fuck out of here. I watched that stupid shit. I couldn't take 3 minutes of it because they brought on this psychoanalyst. They brought on a psychoanalyst who misspoke about Ted Bundy within the first 2 minutes of her interview. And at that point, I tuned out. I'm like, nope, you don't even know what you're talking about. So yeah, that's the shit with the MSM shills and the offshoots, right? That bullshit, fucking bullshit. No, Ted Bundy. Hey, listen, I'm just gonna, and we'll talk about the case. But listen, it's never been confirmed that Ted Bundy ever unalived male. It's never been confirmed. And I'm not gonna go any further because I could talk about that for a while. But yeah. he, the lawyer, his lawyer, that's the only source of information that his lawyer said. Well, Mr. Ted told me that his first victim was a male, and so his lawyer, in writing a book about this, incorporated that into his book. So, but Mr. Ted never ever publicly said that, by the way. And so I knew when that psychoanalyst came on, she didn't know what the fuck she didn't know what she was talking about. Had no idea. Nope. Nope. So there you go. Just something as simple as that. They already, you don't even know that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, what I'm saying, you think they're an authority in what they're saying, and they're not. And they're not. You know, and they're just not. Ted never came out and said he unalived any males. Just saying. Anyway, what do you want to talk about? Snow, snow, Katie, Bob. Snow is here, Katie, Bob. Theoretical wet work is here. Oh, yes. All the lovelies and lads and lowes and lilies. Sir Equinox Day. Sir Equinox, don't forget. Mm. Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous, right? It's so ridiculous. It's just, again, it's just, it's just so ridiculous. Ridiculous. It really is. Truly. Truly, truly. Indeed. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Listen, I'm going to tell you this story. And this story pisses me off too, all right? I'm not going to name the channel. I'm not going to name the person. I'm not going to name the creator. But I may have told the story to you guys before, right? But uh I probably have, and I apologize if I did. But they're supposed to be a really well-known authority in this field, right? And that's not questionable. That's not questionable. But I'm watching one of their videos on the Brian Kohlberger case. This is way back, way back, way back, and it just, I don't know. It just got me thinking. I may have already talked about this. I don't even fucking remember, but yeah, he's saying like, oh yeah, it's totally possible for somebody to unalive four people in like 4 minutes, right? And then I think he went into something like, yeah, if you just sit and time yourself for 4 minutes, well, just watch and see how long that is. I'm like, that's the way you tell time. Perception and time, right? Is perception and time. So you can sit there and record yourself sitting there for 4 minutes and doing nothing. And yes, that would seem like a really long time, wouldn't it? However, when you're moving around objects in space and doing actions in space, well, 4 minutes can go a long way in a very short period of time. You know, perception, right? Perception. Stupid. I hate that analogy. Yeah, just sit there and time yourself for 4 minutes and see how long that is. Okay, well, time yourself going into a house full of objects and see how far you get to achieve your objective. It's gonna be more like, I don't know, a long more than 4 minutes. Perception. Right? Right. Right. Yeah. So he's like, yeah, that's totally possible. Yeah, you could totally unalive four people in like 4 minutes. Oh, that's definitely not unheard of. Yeah, that was his point of view. And I'm like, dude, okay. Alrighty. But guess what? Guess what? You forgot to add the objects into your thinking. Where were the objects? Where were the obstacles? Do you know who I'm talking about? I don't know what kind of crimes can be committed in 4 minutes of this type, where people are fighting back and there's a cleanup. This idiot, I don't know if he just like shot off his mouth before he like, just to whatever he's doing. I don't know. But like for looking, I don't know if he even qualified that because I stopped kind of watching that shit after that. You can't be making statements like that. You can be saying, "Oh yeah, that's totally possible." 4 minutes to commit something like this. Well, okay, I guess you're a fucking Navy SEAL or something. I don't know what you are. Yeah. Well, I would think they can use all that leverage. Hmm, definitely, I would. It depends. 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 It depends how. See here it is. It depends on how they're going to. And I'm talking about the defense here, guys. It depends on how they want to lay out their narrative and they want to lay out their case. You have to. That's all it's about there. How are we gonna attack this? So I mean, yeah. So I don't know. I would think it would take at least a few minutes per victim. I agree, Bingo. I would. I mean, again, if and again, Bingo. That's a great point. Look, if this is if this is his first time doing something like this, are you kid? Are you're seriously telling me he could he could pull this off in 4 minutes? Are you kidding me? It's just again outlandish. Totally outlandish. And this guy is supposed to be a really well thought of person, right? In the community, whatever the world, right? And you can't make statements like that. It's just so stupid. So like I don't know. Maybe he needs to go shipped off to Hollywood here. I don't know with this guy. But after that, I stopped watching his stuff. That's it. I was done. I'm done. I'm done with this guy. I don't know what his deal is. I don't care anymore at that point. I mean, it's just ludicrous when you think it's just ludicrous. No, no way, no way. What's the point? Yeah, exactly. What's the point of the DoorDash? See, exactly. See, let me float this by you guys, okay? The DoorDash. I want to float this by you. Now, I was thinking about this, all right? The whole DoorDash scenario. So, a DoorDash was ordered, right? It was placed it was placed in Xana's name, but it was paid for out of Ethan's account, correct? Is that correct? Correct me if I'm wrong on that. That's my premise here so far. DoorDash was ordered for Xana, but it paid for by Ethan out of Ethan's account. Is that correct? Hey Deborah, you made it. Original Lily. Okay. Yep. So, anyway, I was just thinking about that. I was thinking if that's true, okay, if that's true, it's kind of clever in a way because you're trying to show. Listen. If that's true, then it's clever because you're trying to show uh, signs of life for two people, like at the same time, almost. Right? Right. Think about it. Yep, the original Lily. So think about that. I still don't. Do we know when Xana and Ethan actually got home. I don't know. I can't remember. You stupid. You know what? You fucking prick. You never can remember anything. Master Nature, you know that's kind of true. You always get lost in your own shit, and I don't understand why that happens. MD, can you speak to that a little bit? Uh, well, Master Nature, I love you, but you do get really lost, and oh, MD, don't hold back your feelings. This is now we live, and so this is a time that we don't have to hold back. Okay, we can say what we want. All right, right. Well, yeah. Was it for the pizza? Hmm. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, for the pizza. So who paid for the DoorDash? That's okay, Katie. I may have gotten confused there. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. True. True. There goes the satellite. Oh, I'm sorry, Bingo. Uh, well, that's not good. That's weird. That's weird. Yeah, I don't know. Hmm. Uh, wow. Tell you what, they're really stacking that deck, aren't they? If that's true. I mean, not that they haven't been stacking it. Just Jesus. I'll tell you what. You guys made a point again in the comments, and again, yeah, it's a very bold statement from the defense that you're pursuing my client at your own peril. I do still feel that's a bold statement to make. You know, I do. So my feet. Are you kidding? 145. But then, the judge says, well, they're all sitting around the fucking table, and Ethan and Xana still weren't home yet, and that was after 2. So nobody knows when they really got home. I don't think. Because again, the prime lies. The prime always lies. So we don't really know when they got home. I don't think. No, I think they were already That's a whole other deal. But I don't know. Then I thought I was thinking, wait, didn't I read that they were chaperoned home from the frat? And I thought I read that. And I'm like, man, I can't remember though. Like, were they chaperoned back from the frat house to their house then by one of them? I forget that story. Hmm. Yeah, I know. But then you have the Hobbit saying, "Yeah, we were at the frat. They were there. I saw them at the frat. It was 1:45 at least." So yeah. So is the Hobbit lying? Hey, happy Monday, Kylie. Beautiful garden in Australia, you. Absolutely lovely, Lily. Oh my God. Beautiful gardens. That's right. And then the judge comes along and he says, "Yeah, all the girls were sitting around talking, but, but Zan and Ethan were not home yet." That's what Hitler says in his fucking order. So he contradicts all this. He contradicts all that. So yeah, the girls were all sitting around. Remember, Dylan said, and this is what the judge is saying: the girls were all sitting around talking about ordering food when they just got home from eating the fucking mac and cheese that they brought home with them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mhm. Now, now supposedly again there was a fight that happened. I don't know. Supposedly he got into a fight with somebody at that party. I don't know. I don't know. You know, does that play into it? I don't know. I mean, I don't. I mean, it would be an easy lead to think that. It would think, well, if there's a fight that happened at the frat, well, that's an easy link, to say, well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe a little too easy. Just saying. Just saying. All right. Yeah. Thanks, Katie. You can check that out. That'd be awesome. Yeah. I'm not quite sure. I thought there was something about that. Maybe I got it mixed up with the pizza. But I thought it was something to do with the DoorDash too. I don't know. The DoorDash is just weird. It's just weird. I don't know. Still weird. I'm not afraid of it. Look, again, I don't her testimony, nah, I'm not going to go there anymore because I'm not worried about it. Not worried about it. Yeah, he was on the phone supposedly with them. But I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. See, I was like, well, why would they do that? See, here's what I was trying to figure out. Here's what I was trying to work out with this. Like, if we don't know what time they got back to the house exactly, we don't know what time they got back to the house, then why? I don't know. And if the let's just say the DoorDash is real. Let's say there was a DoorDash order placed for in their name or whatever. Why though? I'm just trying to figure out if that's real, why that would be. That's all. That's all I'm trying to figure out here. What's the point of this? What is the point of that? I mean, no, don't know. I again, I think they get unalived. I think they're unalived by 2 to 2:30, somewhere in that range. I think they're unalived at that point. So I don't know. Yeah, I'll take yeah, theoretical. Hey, just email me. I'll take whatever you got. Just email me. Definitely. What is that? So yeah, there you go. I don't know. Weird. Again, listen. Again, here's what I'm thinking too. If this was a substance related thing, okay, I feel this would have to look. If this was related to substances, okay, I feel it would have to be on a unbelievable scale to do this. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, you think about the old mafia movies, right? You think about the old time mafia, right? Stuff like that. And it's like if you're gonna make an order like that, where you're gonna say, okay, I need four people taken out on a contract or whatever, you know, like that has to be, there has to be I don't know. That's just to me. That's just like, I don't know. That you would have to be seriously interfering with to me that's a wild stretch there, baby. That's a wild stretch. Okay, that's a wild stretch. I mean, that operation has to be then. How big of an operation must that be if it's so important that you're putting a contract out on the kids of the snitches, right? Like that must be one hell of an operation, and that's definitely not that ain't no fucking mafia code. I don't know. Ain't no fucking mafia code. So, yeah. Hmm. Interesting point, Sir Bob. Interesting point. True Killer here. Hey, True Killer, where you been? Man, I'm gonna come and find you. You know that? Stanley ain't happy. Where you been? I'm coming to find you. And I'll put you in the dark, just like I did with my mother. No, Stanley, knock it off. Yeah, I took a 20-pound Victorian doll and smashed it over her head. And I said, "Hey, Mom, I don't want to fight anymore." Fuck. I say, "Hey, Mom, um, you know what? Now that like you're dead, I'm gonna leave the house and then I'm gonna like get some gasoline and I'm gonna just like burn you in the house with it. How's that? Is okay, Mom?" Oh fuck. Okay, Mom. Thanks. By the way, I'll talk to you later. Something like. Oh man. Fuck. This is what we got stuck with. All right, enough of that. Enough of that. Enough of that. Fucking hell. Uh, you know, my dad pushed me off a cliff when I was 6 years old. Oh, don't start. Don't start. Don't start. Yeah, I was like, oh my god, like, I'm going really fast. Oh my god. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, and then I had this. He put a helmet on my head, and to like I don't know to weigh me down. And then like when he pushed me off the cliff, knock it off. I dropped that much faster. Uh, there were ten. No, okay. What do we? No, we got to get back to the case. What do you? Knock it off. Knock it off. Yeah. Kohlberger was never in a frat. Nope. Hey, Debbie, where you going? Don't say bye. I don't know what's going on in Idaho, guys. Anybody here from Idaho? Just hey, what's going on there? I don't know. There you go. Yeah, now you get it. There you go. What you seeing now? Oh yeah. Hey, what's happening in Idaho? I don't know. Where are you guys at? What's it like out there? Is it like the talk of the town? Are you guys like sick of hearing about this crap? I don't know. Like, is it like in your news every day? Like, this is what's going on. This is what's happening. And the newest update on the Brian Kohlberger case. Man, that must. I don't know. Hey, anybody out there in Idaho? Like, God, turn this shit off. Fuck. No, that'd be like, nah, never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind. It's possible. I mean, it's possible, Katie. Hmm. Whoa. Oh, Debbie, don't say bye to Stanley. Stanley love you forever and ever. But again, I'm good at parties and stuff. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah. Uh. No, 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 no. Come on. So what? 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 So who did it? So I don't know. That Amazon thing, I'm gonna watch that because I want to see some of these cast of characters, how they speak and how they look. I want to, I want to see Dylan. I want to see. Yeah, I wish I could see her. I wish I could see her in the Hobbit. Yep, Hobbit in the Hobbit hole. Who apparently doesn't hear nothing. Yeah. Yep. 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 Yeah. Yes, he is in it. Again, remember when you said it's like going to like an Eagles show, and it's like there's only one original band member in the show, and that's Hunter in this fucking thing, because Dylan and Bethany aren't in it, or whatever band, you know what I'm saying? Oh my god, yeah. Well, I'm getting close to an hour. Now we got some time, but I'm just saying. One of the things I took away from that was why are you looking like that when you're coming out of the house? Why would you look like that? You wouldn't look like that. See, nothing makes sense. It's again, nothing makes sense. Actions don't line up. People doing the wrong things over and over again. People have the wrong expressions on their faces, you know. What so it's like all there's like a story. No. It's like, yeah, again, it's a poorly written story. That's what it is. Bottom line. So the defense has to be tight and clean and neat. They have to be tight and clean and neat, and they have to whatever person who's going up on that stand to oppose, they have to be totally destroyed. That's the thing, because this deck is so stacked against Brian that you cannot leave any person going up there opposing him. You could there could be no meat left on the bone. Because that's how badly the deck is stacked. You know, you got to shred everybody and leave no doubt. That I mean, unfortunately, that's what it's going to look like. That's what it's turning into. And I wish, hey, get this. Can they borrow Karen Reed's fucking like attorneys? I'd be like calling them up. I'd be like, hey, get your ass over here now. Like, we could use you guys. Think about that. Like, hey, get Karen Reed's fucking attorneys. Get them over there now, ASAP. Fuck. Do some real fucking damage. Think about that. I'd love to see that shit happen. I'd love to see them borrow their attorneys too and put them on the fucking case. Fuck yeah. Do some real fucking damage. That was an excellent defense. That was beautiful defense. Beautiful. I mean that was a unbelievable. That was a beautiful. absolute beautiful defense they put on. Yep. So I wish they could borrow them too and be like, "Hey, here we are now. Now you're fucking with this." But that's just my fantasy. That's fantasy land. Fucking fantasy land. But that would be fucking fantastic. Fucking put that shit together. Oh my god. Yeah. How can you say that? How can you say there's a How can you say Brian did this when he's fucking cleaning up a crime scene? How can that work that in your fucking brain? That kind of shit. Like attack. I'd be if they have to attack every fucking person. Anybody that's going up against him, they gotta attack him like that. You know what I'm saying? Like how can this be? You're saying he unalived 4 people in 8 minutes, and you're saying he cleaned the crime scene. Fuck you. That you gotta attack. No surrender. Nothing. You gotta hit him with logic, and you gotta rip him in half with a fucking knife, right? Anybody going against him. But whatever. I don't know. Something like that. Yes. You gotta attack, and you can't stop. And you know what else you gotta do? You gotta attack them with their own image right back at them. You gotta paint them as ugly as you're being painted. That's the thing. Image. I know. You have to. I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna leave it here, guys. All right. This is just me wixing and waning and waxing. But you have to match the exact image that is being portrayed right back at you, right? So that's what you got to do. So you're making somebody look really bad through image and media. Then you have to do the exact opposite on the other side. That's called a mirror, right? That's a mirror. That's a mirror. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. That's a mirror, all right. Weird. Hmm. Well, anyway, let's see. Uh, Thank you. It smells good too. It smells pretty good. Yes, it smells all right. No, all right. All right, Sir Bob. Sir Equinox Bob. Peace out, man. Have a good night, man. I'm ending it soon. Yeah. I can't drone on forever now. I know, no, Katie, I know you've been around. Yeah. Oh no, you're originally too. Oh hell yeah. Yeah. That's all right. We winding down. We winding down. It's all right. It's all right. We all got things to do. We all got things to do, babies. So hey, remember the pact. The pact. Remember the pact. We're gonna ride this wave until the very end, no matter what. It's gonna be a lot of twists and turns going to happen. A lot of dragon kind of swirls happen. And well, hey, we're gonna ride it to the very end, and hey, we'll see what happens. Hey, nothing for certain. However, I do know one thing, and I'm gonna leave it right here. All right, I'm gonna leave it right here, guys. I know one thing, and I know that Moscow, Idaho, they made the wrong deal. They made the wrong pact. So, and now it's when it all said and done, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll see what, how bad that pact, really was. So, I think they already know it, of course, but they made a bad pact. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave it right there. I love you. Love you all. Hope you have a wonderful night. You gotta. Hey, they mess with shit they shouldn't have messed with. So, and again, when you're throwing coats back in the fucking bush, you know, hey, guess what happens? Now you just cursed yourself. Did you not? Think about that. If that's true, and you're pulling shit like that, you're picking up coats and throwing them back in the bushes. Now you just cursed yourself, have you not? So now you made a pact with something you shouldn't have fucking made a pact with. That is which to lie. Now you're fucked. So anyway, that's it. Think about that. They made a pact with something they shouldn't have made a pact with. Anyway, I love you all. Hey, pleasant dreams. We drift off into beautiful dreamscapes. I love you all, babies. Good night, lovelies.